What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over the social sphere at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs, why don't you? I am always available to talk Packers anytime, any day. It is Wednesday, October 22nd, Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, halfway through Packers Steelers week, and I've seen a good amount of the Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers headlines, but I'm a little surprised that it's not being hyped up more from at least what I've been able to see on social media. I don't think, for me personally, it's really set in yet. The Packers GOAT facing off against his former team and former teammate who he mentored, Jordan Love. Jordan talked about this at length at his locker after practice today, talking about how him and Aaron have a great relationship. Aaron did a great job kind of showing him the ropes his first 3 years in the league as they shared the quarterback room together. And just things you love to see, right? With what happened between Aaron and Brett way back in the day. It's a little refreshing to see that Aaron kind of did things the right way as far as bringing Jordan on and wasn't bitter, wasn't causing a scene, throwing a fit, as much as the media would like to say otherwise, not necessarily for that situation, but just in general. Aaron was a great teammate. So you love to hear that. As we get closer, I think it'll start to set in maybe a little bit more. But until then, the Packers hit the practice field today, and some good news. Christian Watson practiced. Devontae Wyatt, a massive one, practiced today. Brandon McManus will kick tomorrow instead of today like he normally would. So that's good news. He will be back at it on the field tomorrow. And on the flip side, Lucas Van Ness did not practice. So no big surprises there outside of Devontae Wyatt and McManus. Good to see Devontae Wyatt back. I do think Colby Wooden has been playing well in his place, but we sure have missed Devontae Wyatt's presence. So good to see him practicing today. That is a good omen for this weekend. Hopefully he can get back out there. Brandon McManus, with the way that Lucas Haversick has been playing, I haven't been too worried about his status, but nonetheless, good to see him back. What the heck are they going to do at the kicker position? Haversick has been showing out these past 2 weeks, went 5 for 5 against the Bengals, and came back and hit the 61-yarder before halftime this past weekend against the Cardinals. And as well as Haversick has been kicking, I do think it's a simple decision, and shout out to Lucas Haversick. But once McManus is back out there, you've got to hand him back the reins, right? And I think that's what they'll do. So he's more than proved that he is reliable and really a pretty dang good kicker since he came to us last year. So not sure what they'll do with Haversick. Probably put him on the practice squad. He'll probably get picked up by somebody. I'm not so sure what the trade market, if there is any for him, would be. Maybe a 7th round pick, but we shall see. So we went from having no kickers at all during training camp last year to now having what seems to be 2 really good kickers. So now maybe, like I said, Goody might be able to flip Haversick for a late round pick or something, but we'll find out what they do ultimately when McManus is on the field again. Micah Parsons. Micah has been named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. News just dropped earlier today, and for number 1, he had a career-high 3 sacks, 11 quarterback pressures, which is just unreal, 5 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Yeah, Micah Parsons was everywhere against the Cardinals. So big bravo to him, and I'm sure that is the first of many to come this season. Okay, a little sponsor time here. If you are planning on going to a Packers game this year, maybe you're planning on going to the Steelers game and you don't have tickets yet. Maybe you're planning on going to a game at Lambeau or at an away stadium this year. Do not buy your tickets anywhere else other than TickPick. They guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market. And in fact, if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, which you will not, because I have personally tracked and logged every game to prove this fact. For 2 years now, they will refund you 110% of your money back. Same tickets as everybody else. StubHub, SeatGeek, Ticketmaster, Vivid Seats, all of those expensive ticket dealers. TickPick has the same tickets, and they are the cheapest every single time, guaranteed. Otherwise, you get 110% of your money back. Use the code Packers22 for an extra $22 off the already cheapest tickets on the market. Shout out to TickPick. I appreciate their partnership with myself. I have no problem promoting TickPick because I use TickPick every time I go to a game because, like I said, they're the cheapest out there every time. So best in the biz. Shout out to TickPick. Let's hop into the comment section here, shall we? And as always, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline, 319-242-2332. Family owned and operated since 2007 with decades of combined legal experience. Nicolet Law's team of compassionate local attorneys are prepared to meet your unique legal challenges head on. Nicolet Law has just shy of 2,000 five-star reviews and have helped their clients recover over $350 million in the last 17 years that they have been in business. Injured, get Nicolet. What do we got cooking up in the comment section? My man, Durant, is in the house over on YouTube. Appreciate you, Durant, for hopping in over on YouTube. Christian Watson is back. Devontae Wyatt was back at practice. I am loving it. Yeah, Christian Watson did say that his plan in hope is to play this weekend. However, pump the brakes here. That has been his plan and outlook the past couple of weeks, and he has not played, obviously. We all know that. So hopefully this weekend that changes, and if he's ready, I would love to see him back out there. Now, I will say the 21-day practice window is open until Monday after the game. So they do not have to activate him before the game. They could very well wait until Monday and then give him an extra week to practice before, the Panthers game. But if he's ready to go, I am all for seeing Christian back out there on the field. And if he does indeed go, I will assume that it will be under a snap count, a limited snap count. They're not going to throw him back out there for 100% of the snaps by any means. But nonetheless, it would be lovely to see him back out on the field. I would love to see it. So Durant, really appreciate you hopping on, man. Have yourself a great Wednesday evening. My man Phil is in the house. Good to see you, Phil. Jason, I'm not sure how to feel about Sunday night. I think you're feeling the same thing that some people are also feeling, right? I know where my head's at. I hope we shut Aaron and the Steelers offense down, right? I'm not too optimistic that that'll happen, though, because I do foresee Aaron having his way with our corners specifically, and maybe a little bit with our linebackers and coverage with how much they go to their tight ends. I have a hard time seeing our defense, who at times has struggled to stop Jacoby Brissett and Joe Flacco. Stopping Aaron freaking Rodgers, who is without a doubt the greatest thrower of the football ever. It's going to be a tough task, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I think we're going to have our hands full with Aaron Sunday night. But as far as how I'm feeling about the whole vibe of it all, I think it'll be pretty dang fun. The highlights that they'll show of Rodgers, back in his Packers day during the commercial breaks or before and after gameplay. The way he mentored Jordan when they were in the quarterback room together. It's all good vibes from my eyes. But once the game starts, I hope we take care of business, and I would not mind seeing Micah Parsons take down Rodgers once or twice. So thank you, Jason, for hopping on. Excuse me. Appreciate you. Phil, thanks for entertaining me in the hot tub, LOL. Oh, that is quite the comment there, Phil. I hope you're enjoying your hot tub time. If we get Watson back, can we not get an end around, please? I'm with you. I want to see a couple fly routes. That's where I'm at. My man Dylan is in the house 2 nights in a row. How lucky am I, Dylan, to be in your presence? Appreciate you again for hopping in, my man. Ben, who do you think is more valuable, Jordan Love or Micah Parsons? Jordan Love. And quarterback over edge rusher, right? Now, Micah is, I will say, the best player on our team, but I think countering his absence would be easier than countering Jordan's absence. However, we do have Malik Willis, who I do have full faith in, but the quarterback position just carries so much. It's so weighted compared to edge rusher. There's 2 edge rushers, right? Multiple play throughout the game. LVN, who won't be playing, but Enigbare, Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary, Aaron Mosby, and we've only got one quarterback, right? One quarterback plays, and that's Jordan Love. So I will go Jordan Love there, Ben. Thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you. Dylan, of course, man, super excited for Sunday. Happy that the uniforms changed to the all whites. I am too. I like those. I like the helmet. I know there's some discourse about maybe there being a yellow stripe there, but if it's got a G on it, I honestly, I've loved every type of Packers jersey there's ever been. My favorite one, and this is a non-popular opinion, I am definitely in the minority here. My favorite ever uniforms are the brown pants and the blue jersey with the circle number. The circle number, the yellow, I just love that. So I love the brown pants and the half yellow, half blue jerseys. I've loved every uniform we've had, really. And I can Powerball. I can show you my closet here, and it's just filled with just every type of jersey. It's probably a problem, but that's okay. Powerball, Phil. Not sure. Are you referencing the jersey choice of my favorites? Yeah, that's my favorites. Those are insane. I love them. Nick Collins. One of my favorite Packers pictures of all time was Nick Collins during that game we were playing back in the day. I think it might have been against the Browns, and we were rocking those jerseys. And he just looks like a beast in it. So love that we're going to the all whites, though, because, yeah, the Steelers are repping their kind of weird-looking yellow type uniforms. And so we countered that with the all whites. I think it'll be a good-looking matchup uniform-wise on Sunday night. I still am just like now getting excited about Sunday night football. We haven't had a Sunday night game, and I am getting older now. I got a 4-year-old, so I'm not a huge fan of the night games, specifically Monday and Thursday nights. But I love Sunday night football, watching football all day, hanging out, maybe having a few bevies, and then boom, you eat some food, and in my case, you get the 4-year-old already ready for bed, bathed up, and pajamas on. That way she can just hop into bed, around halftime or whatnot, or stay up for the whole game, whatever. Packer games are a little more lenient as far as the schedule goes for the kiddo. But I'm so excited. Sunday night football, I'm pumped. The matchup is just perfect. So I'm with you, Dylan. I like that they switched to the all whites. Marcus, do you think our corners can handle DK Metcalf? We'll see, right? If I were a betting man, which I'm not, I would not put money on it. Let's just say that. We had a hard time against Marvin Harrison Jr. and Zay Jones last weekend, and DK is better than both of those guys. So hopefully we'll be able to limit him a little bit. And between him and the tight ends, though, it's the tight ends that I think I'd be more focused on as far as stopping. Because I think we can kind of handle DK Metcalf as far as a group effort. But those tight ends over the middle of the field, I just saw a recent stat the other day showing the tight ends that we've faced and their stats Just take Trey McBride from last weekend's game, for example. He had 2 touchdowns. He was wide open on both of them, which I still don't understand why. And yeah, Darnell Washington is like 6'7", like just a mammoth of a human being. We don't have the guy to go up with him as far as a jump catch goes, but yeah, excuse my yawning. Been up since 4 and a little under the weather, but still got up, hit the gym. You know it, still grinding. But yeah, I do not think our corners will be able to handle DK Metcalf, but hopefully I am wrong. Jeremy, you think we'll go all white uniforms since the Steelers are going yellow? And maybe, Jeremy, maybe you've already heard me, but yeah, they announced earlier today that they are indeed going with the whiteout uniforms. So I like it. Not that I really care too much about the uniforms, but I do like that uniform. Lisa, good to see you, Lisa. Blunt thoughts on the overall matchup. Blunt thoughts. You want the blunt version, right? I am usually the most optimistic and biased fan. And maybe it's because Aaron's on the other side, and we all know just the damage that he can do. But I think I'm more concerned about this game than I have been about any other game this entire season, specifically with our defense, stopping their offense. I do think our offense will have some success against the Steelers' defense. But as far as stopping Aaron Rodgers in the quick passing game, trying to get him on the ground, it's going to be a tall task. So I think it's going to be close. And let's just say if I had to bet my house on it, I probably would lean towards the Steelers. They're at home, a place where we have not won since Bart Starr was our quarterback. We haven't played well on the road this year. And at some point, if we want to keep these expectations, of the Packers being Super Bowl contenders, they're going to really have to start amping it up, especially on the road. And hopefully this weekend is the time when they decide to. So thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you. Case over on Facebook, will Romeo Doubs be playing? Yes, Romeo Doubs will be playing. Okay, Tristan, do you think Jordan has a chance at MVP this year? That's tough because I don't think so, at least up to this point. Not because he's not playing well, because I think he's playing very well through 6 games. I just think that, with how our offense is, he's not putting up these like gaudy numbers, right? Not that he really has to win. Rarely does he have, a 300+ yard game with 3 or 4 touchdowns. And I think the numbers and the volume of those numbers matters when it comes to judging and voting on the MVP. So if he does continue to play at this level, that he is playing at, which I think is a high level, top 5 worthy in the league, and maybe add in a little more volume, with yards and touchdowns. And at the same time, keeping the turnovers to a minimum like he has so far, then he might creep up into the conversation. I wouldn't mind that one bit, but it's hard to do more passing when you've got Josh Jacobs, who, in my opinion, is one of the best running backs in the league. So what we're doing right now is working, and we're going to have to get better at it overall if we want to take down some of the big dogs, as the season goes on. But yeah, if he continues to play well, maybe adds in a little more volume, with yards and touchdowns. And yeah, I think I could see him creeping up into the MVP conversation, Tristan. So thank you for hopping in the chat. Appreciate you. My man Rakeem in the house, as always. It's going to be so many emotions Sunday versus Steelers. I'm always rooting for the Pack, but I don't even think I can get angry if A-Rod takes the win. Yeah, see, that's kind of where I think the conversation kind of goes to, right? I posted about this on these socials last week, actually, about, hey, when we play the Steelers, is there going to be any part of you rooting for Aaron Rodgers? And I will be rooting for him in the aspect that he stays healthy, right? I don't want to see him get injured, but I'm not going to be rooting for him to do well against our team, right? But man, yeah, love me some A-Rod. You'll find huge Aaron Rodgers fans, but yeah, I would like to call myself a massive Aaron Rodgers fan. So love that he's been playing great this year. He can still sling it. We saw it against the Bengals. What did he throw? Like a 67-yard pass. I just hope for our sake that he doesn't play as well on Sunday so that we can get the win. And yeah, it'll be just awesome to see. I've been trying to watch Aaron as much as I can now that he's with the Steelers. When he was with the Jets, it wasn't as fun watching it. The Jets stunk and the Jets are the Jets. But it's nice to see him doing well with the Steelers. And I've been trying to watch as much as I can. Haven't been able to watch as much. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching him Sunday night. And I'm more so looking forward to hopefully us getting the win and hopefully Jordan doing just a little bit better than Aaron on Sunday night. So nonetheless, though, excited to see Aaron still slinging it around. We'll see if he decides to come back next year. And reports were out earlier today that the Steelers do want him back, which that would be smart on their part. So my man Packers on the Rocks is in the house. If you guys haven't checked out Packers on the Rocks, he's putting out some great content. Always love seeing his stuff. I do miss the backdrop when he was back in the Titletown area, but nonetheless, putting out some great content. So check him out. Appreciate you for hopping on as well. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Do not tell me Mason Crosby is in the house. Crosby kicks too. Is that Mason? If so, Mason, appreciate you. You were actually up in that corner there, right there. You were kind enough to stop over pregame a few years back and sign my jersey of yours. So thank you, Mason Crosby. If that is you, shoot me a quick comment so I can verify that. That would be pretty cool. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you again for tuning in. Always, always, always love talking Packers with you guys. Hit me up on social media at GBP Daily. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Any sort of interaction helps myself and helps the page. I will be back and at it again tomorrow, as always. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.